All right. Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. All right. So, what are we up to? Last session, we did make a 0 Hour game compile with C++ 17, plus we verified that it still compiles with VS6. I didn't run it yet. I actually didn't run 0 Hour from the self-compiled one once at all. Yeah, I didn't run it yet. It's okay. We will run it when we achieved C++ 20, okay? Okay, let's go. So let's bump that number to 20. And no, not that. Compile this. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that starts. The erroring. That is really curious. Why do we get these errors? Let's stop the compilation here. I mean, this is outrageous. Reload. That's an outrageous amount of errors. Length. Identifier not found. Why not? What is this length? Yeah, let's start with the very first, the vector. Okay, so this is a template class, a resize function, and there is a function length, which is, probably part of this. WW inline, force inline. Could that be a problem, the force inline? Is allocated. Bool is allocated. Is allocated. Why is this complaining? That I don't understand. Protected. Identifier not found. Okay, so we are in the header. Is there something wrong with the way this is written here? I don't understand. Template class T. That's weird. So the template class is the definition of the function is in the header because it's an inline template function. Yeah, and it references the member variables. Yeah, which looks pretty innocent, and member functions here. But somehow that doesn't work. Why not? Dynamic vector class. It's up here. Vector. Is it only the vector that is simple vec also? Why? point.h as well. What the hell is that? Should we maybe update Visual Studio? What is this? Let me ask. Let's ask our friend ChatGPT. This all seems to be templates, right? No, this is not a template. Illegal qualified name. Illegal qualified name. Derived classes should have a private dummy. Derived classes should have a private dummy assignment operator to block usage. What? I don't understand any of these errors. What the hell is that? What is wrong with length? It's here. Why is identifier not found? It's here. Is it because there is a void here? Is that the first entry? Yeah. Okay, let's say we remove this void here. What happens? Cancel. No, it's still the same. So it's not that. It's inline. Okay, let's remove force inline. Let's just remove that. Let's see what happens. Still the same. Okay, so it's not force inline. It just looks like any member variable in a template class is just not accessible. What is this bullshit? Current node. I guess that's part of this one. Yeah, here. I don't get it. I don't get it. That is outrageous. That is outrageous. That is outrageous. That is outrageous. Let me ask ChatGPT. I upgraded code. I upgraded C++ code from C++ 17 to C++ 20, and suddenly all code fails to compile. For example, member variables in template classes are suddenly no longer visible to member functions. What is happening? Error. Identifier not found. Can introduce two-phase name lookup issues in template code, which were less strictly enforced in earlier standards. In C++20, the compiler follows the standard more strictly when looking up names in templates. If a member variable is dependent on a template parameter, it must be explicitly accessed using this. No way. Are you serious? Huh. Why does this fail in C++20? Vector is a dependent name. C++ requires explicit qualification for dependent names. What the hell? You have to use this? No way. What is this shit? Oh. Is there a way to opt out of this? No. Oh boy. What is the benefit of using this pointer? Compiler correctly resolve dependent names and make the code more explicit and robust. Ensure proper lookup of dependent names. In templates, member variables depend on a template parameter. C++20 enforces two-phase name lookup, meaning a compiler won't look for vector in the base template unless explicitly told to do so. Using this tells the compiler, look for vector inside this specific instance of the template. I don't understand what the benefit is. Can improves code readability and portability. Explicitly tells the reader that vector is a member variable. Prevents compiler errors across different compilers. Makes code future-proof. I find it really confusing. Well, yeah, I guess there's a case to make. Yeah, I mean, traditionally we use m underscore member variables, and then it's easy to avoid mistakes, right? Uh, is there another way to write this without explicit, without this pointer? Well, that's not much better. uh, 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 will both base, will both class base works without this? Do both approaches also compile against VS6? No. Poor template support. This might fail. Oof. Oof. Class name approach more compatible. More likely to work. Okay, let's try this. Oh boy. Okay, let's take the simple vector. Let's take the vector. How about that? Oh boy. Vector. So we really need to type now this. Oh my gosh. So here it's already written with this style. It doesn't necessarily improve readability, doesn't it? Oof. 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 I think this could be quite a lot of work. Um, man. Okay, so what we would have to do is basically add this to all. Pa. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, yeah. Type diffs. Yeah. Yeah. I like that idea. That's good. Because if we need to write like the entire template class name here like this, then poor. Then that's really, yeah, massive, right? Okay, so we would say here type def do we want to call it this or self? Let's call it this. Yeah. Oops, sorry. I think this is a bit more understandable, maybe. This length, yeah. Self would also work, yeah. Small Python term, self. Yeah. This. Okay, I can live with that. I think that's reads okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Okay, that would be a lot of work, man. I think. Oof. 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 Oh my gosh. This is madness. I mean, it's not too bad, but I mean, readability wise, it's okay, but the problem is now we need to touch 10 million files and do this. Oof. Maybe there's some way to automate it. Maybe with AI we can automate it. Just ask the chatbot. Oof. Okay, but this looks alright. Yeah. Okay, so vector h, if I did not miss anything, should be okay now. Let's see. Let's see. No, there's still some. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so that works. Let's see if it compiles in here, in BS6. It should, yeah. It should compile. But if we have to change so much, then maybe it would be a detriment to do this now, because it would make merging things harder, right? Because the code diff will be bigger. Phew. Regarding C++20, we have a situation. C++20 requires to make dependent names in templates explicit, like so. Let me get a sample function from here. Can we get some nice... Let's take this one here. So let's say before, after. Let's write this in a notepad, because I will press enter at some point, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have this after. Yeah. Let me actually put that into Notepad++. So CPP. Okay, and before it would have looked like this. Before, after. In class type def. this. Let's say this means this is an alias. This will be A, lot of work. B, create a big diff, making merges to us even more difficult. Perhaps we should stick with C++ 17 for now. We have a situation. C++ requires to make dependent names and templates explicit, like so, before, after. This is an alias. This will be a lot of work. Create a big diff, making merges to us more difficult when involving templates. Should we perhaps stick with C++ for now? That requires no further changes. That would require no further changes and make the transition easier. Much easier. I mean, that was the first thing we found. I think there may be also other things, but this is the thing we see right now. There was still something with the operator. Let me run this here one more time. There was something about this operator. I want to see that once more, what that is. But maybe it's the same kind of thing. Cancel. Here, this one. Maybe it's this one here, not quite right. Yeah. Possible that here it needs to put like a... No, huh? Oops. Okay, curious about this one. Qualified name is not allowed. Qualified name is not allowed. Qualified name. Oof. Let me say let me say, on the other hand, if we update later, then we still need to retroactively apply this to all original and new codes. What do we do? I still don't understand this one. Let's ask ChatGPT. Also, on C++20, the following line errors. What is the error? Here. What is the problem? You cannot use a qualified name when declaring a member function. Problem, in a class definition, you do need to qualify the function name. Oh. Okay, so it needs to, this one needs to be removed. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I see. Okay. I see. Okay, let me put that in here. So, let me actually put that conversation on GitHub. Code formatting, it's in general, right? Yeah. C++20. Regarding C++20, we have a situation. C++20 requires to make dependent names and templates explicit, like so. Before, after. Let me preview this. Before, after. This is an alias. This will be A, a lot of work. B, create a big diff, making merges to us more difficult when involving templates. What do we do? C++20 upgrade. But it looks like it compiles against VS6, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Disadvantage. Well, this will be a lot of work. The good news is that this is compatible with VS6 as well. Perhaps we should stick with C++17 for now. That would require no further changes and make the transition easier. On the other hand, if we update later, then we still need to retroactively apply this to all original and new code. Let's say our code. All original and new code. Yes, okay. What do we do? Maybe put also some dots here to make clear that this is just a snapshot. There we go. Okay, let's make this before, after. Regarding C++20, we have a situation. C++20 requires to make dependent names and templates explicit, like so. This is an alias. Consequence. This will be a lot of work. Let's put stars here. This will be, well, let's put numbers. How do we do numbers? 1, 2, 1. This will be 1, a lot of work. 2, create a big diff, making merges to us more difficult when involving templates. The good news is that this is compatible with VS6 as well. Perhaps we should stick with C++17 for now. That would require no further changes and make the transition easier. On the other hand, if we update later, then we still need to retroactively apply this to all original and new code. What do we do? Yeah. Okay, let's start this discussion. Okay. Yeah. Good. Let me post a link to this discussion here. We have situation. We have situation. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I need to think about it. I mean, if it was incompatible now with VS6, then I would say definitely let's not do it. But it is compatible, so we can apply it and still use the same code to compile against VS6. So that's nice. I just don't see like the tangible benefit of this. Like it doesn't give us anything, right? Well, it could reveal some bugs, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. In very rare cases, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not afraid of the work. I can put the work, but it makes this big diff, makes merges more difficult. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I would say, what do we do? I will do the following now. I will push this branch. Yeah. We take this branch and we push it. We make it this. Okay. And push. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's make a... Let's go open the pull request. Fix or make 0 hour game compile with VS 2022 C++17. Okay, so this is built. Yeah. Okay. This change makes 0 hour build with VS 2022 C++17. Runtime not yet tested. We have a comment already. That's a good question. I can't answer this because I don't actually have experience with C++20. What I currently work on professionally is C++17. So I don't know about C++20. It will be the same as 17 plus something, some features, I guess. But yeah, C++17 is perfectly fine. This change makes 0 hour build with VS 2022 C++17 and C++. The runtime was not yet tested. The runtime was not yet tested. This change contains several. This change. Maybe we say, hold on. Gen ZH built 0 hour. This change makes 0 hour build with season. It still builds all targets with VS6 and is not expected to change behavior. Not expected to change behavior. Gen ZH build 0 hour compiles. Gen ZH builds 0 hour tools, not compiling. Okay. Okay. Not compiling. Generals. Generals. Good. Not addressed. Not addressed. Okay. Can we get some Unicode symbols? Unicode check mark. Check mark. Copy. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is the name? Unique emoji check mark. Emojipedia. Copy. Thank you. Ugh. Copy. Red cross mark. Copy. X. There we go. Let's remove the minus. There we go. The following, let's say, this change is quite big, but only targets 0-hour game. There, all individual steps are, all individual fixing steps are separated into individual commits to ease review. Unclear if we would want to merge with rebase or squash them into one commit, into one big commit. Opinions? Squash and merge to one big commit. Opinions. Okay, so the changes we applied. Fixed type declarations. So fixed type declaration issues for 0-hour build. I settled on simply taking out the variable definition and value assignment and put it in front of the loop to replicate what VS6 does natively. This is the easiest and safest way to preserve original behavior. Okay, next, browser engine import. C++ non-VS6 builds now use use a header file to import the browser engine interface. The VS6 build uses the legacy import method. Still uses legacy import message. Fairly sure this is required as well, is it not? You can solve it by changing the use of the variables to this one or replacing using statements. Or by placing using statements. This is not a requirement in C++17. Your comment does not exist. What? Oh, he deleted his comment. Okay, well, never mind. Never mind. He was scared. He pulled his comment away. Everyone saw it here on the video. The comment was there. We read it in full. Well, I was too slow to add my comment. Yeah. Well, I mean, both of his questions, well, his question was already answered because I said here, stick to this. Well, I didn't explicitly say that it works on C++17. Well, actually, I did. That would require no further changes. I did explicitly say that. And you probably realized that's why he deleted this comment. I see. Good. Back to this one. No. Back to the pull request. There we go. Actually, let's let me first close this bullshit here. Animate window. Let me pull all the fix constants errors. Okay, this will take a while to write down. Fix animate window symbol collision. This is upsetting. Hold on, animate window. Here. Puts class into namespace to avoid name collision with animate window function in WinUser. Animate function. When user.h defines a animate window function which collides with the game's animate window class. I did not check if there is a workaround. Actually, how about we check that? Win user.h. Let's take a look at that guy. Win user. Win base. Win user. Here. Win user. Oh boy. Why is this not opening? Okay. Animate window. Animate window. Pragma region if winver is there a way to opt out? Questionable. Which collides. I did not check if we can. I did not check if we can manage to. I put animate window into a WND namespace to avoid that conflict. I did not check if we can avoid spilling winUser.h to animate window. Straightforward fix, easy, no risk. Low medium risk, please check carefully. Low risk. Low risk. No risk. Fixed type mismatch errors. Low risk. Fixed const correctness. No risk. Fix AI passive. No risk. This is upsetting EA. The game creators should not have used uppercase names for enums. This asks for conflicts with macros. I was unable to come up with a strategy. I was unable to get rid of the windsock macro spill and settled on changing the casing of AI passive. It is not pretty, but okay for now. AI passive is only used in 4 files. No risk. Medium risk. Non VS6 builds use STL. Regular standards or regular standard template library. I created an alias for std hash map onto std unordered map. Almost nothing needed to be adjusted. We need to test if unordered map works okay. Works okay here. That did we hold on? Did we put a comment there? We should probably put a comment. Yeah. No, I can't do it. Oh. The super hackers. Let's do it another time. This caused multiple or caused symbol definition collisions. So I just commented. So I just disabled that. No idea if that changes anything. Well, it shouldn't, because it really does nothing. Let me ask ChatGPT. When having code like this, what does it do? What does this code do? Is it useful for anything? What does this C++ code do? Basically, I mean, it's array allocation, array deletion, but what is the purpose of this? What does this? Is it useful for anything? Placement new, placement delete. Ah, it's placement new. Okay, that aligns with the comment that is there, yeah. Placement new overloads allows creating an array of objects at a specific memory location. Placement delete overload no op does nothing. How does it work? Yeah. Well, the question is like, what does it do? Yes, but only in specific cases. Useful in game engines, embedded systems. Allows placing arrays in shared memory stack. Operator delete does nothing. I'm not sure what impact this has. I'm not sure. Maybe someone else. No, I need to wrap my head around this first. Fairly sure this is required. Omniblade made this comment. It is not required for C++ 17. I used the type def approach, which works fine on VS62. Anyway, we need to decide if we want to do that. Technically, it is okay, but complexity-wise, it is a problem. So yeah, I'm not sure what the implication of this is. This is called symbol definition collision. I did not study what practical impact this would have. Any ideas? Add missing value types. Let's also number these things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Actually, let me how is how are the placement news, how are the placement operators different from default behavior? These are different from the default because they do not allocate or free memory. Instead, they construct objects. Oh. But yeah, okay. And so what does this do? Calls destructors. Yeah. Your placement new does not allocate memory, simply returns the memory address. Huh. Okay, but this doesn't really answer my question. I mean, how do the placement... I mean, it's placement new, no? Or is this just an operator? Hold on. Placement new overrides. Overloads, yeah. Size T where? You cannot replace operator placement new. Placement new is any place operator new. It takes additional arguments. What? I don't understand what the... let's just put it here. This caused a simple definition collision, so I just disable that. I did not study about practical impact. Does it do anything? Never saw placement new overloaded. I mean, I don't know what the factor says overloading placement here, other than, yeah, initializing it with zeros. Yeah, I don't know. But that doesn't make sense either. Why would you do anything on placement here? You just want to construct. That's it. You don't do anything else. Like, I don't understand. It's overloads. Hold on. Let's ask ChatGPT. Does it make for what is the use case for overloading placement new operator? Overloading allows custom memory management. Buffer, new buffer, placement new on stack. Overriding new. Okay, but this is not the placement new. Global new, okay. Where's the placement new? New delete. Huh? I still don't understand from this example. He's not overloading. He's not overloading placement new. This is a regular new for allocation. Malloc, yeah. This one is weird. Size. I don't know. I have no idea. I would. Maybe someone else knows. Add missing value types. Missing value types. Just some statics and functions. Missing a type. VS6 assumes int by default. Fix bit test symbol. This one was sad. This one is sad. I tried to bend winnt.h. I tried to bend the windows.h includes to avoid shadowing the bit test macro, but could not sanely manage to do that. Did not manage to do that. I decided it is not worth the fight. Windows has won. I renamed bit test to bit is set, which touched hundreds of files. And that touched hundreds of files. This one is said, I try to bend Windows H includes to avoid shadowing the bit test macro via winnt.h, but did not manage to do that. I decided it's not worth a fight. Windows has won. And renamed bittest to bitset, and that touched hundreds of files. Low risk. Fix iterator errors. I think error high risk needs good looking. Iterators in STL port are pointers. In modern STL, they are types and cannot be used as pointers. So that was adjusted. Behavior should be unchanged. High risk needs good looking and testing. Fix mixed compile errors. What was that? Let me see. Miscompile errors. Yeah, this is low risk. Some compile errors, low risk. Low risk. Low risk. No risk. Low risk. Attack priority info. Attack priority. Perhaps needs a second look, but to me it looks like perhaps needs a second look. Perhaps complaints about protected destructor. I figured, let me see. Attack priority info complained about protected destructor, if I recall correctly. I figured it makes no sense as a, what is it? As a memory pool object. As a memory pool object, because it is not dynamically allocated. It is part of, it is just used as a member variable of script engine. Here, this one, and it's used here. Yeah, it's just a member. Let's see if it's created anywhere else. Anywhere else ever. Here's a pointer. No, to me it looks like it's just hold on, here we have one. Attack info. Oh, it's just a pointer. Okay. Yeah. Complain about protected destructor if I recall. I figured it makes no sense as a memory because it is not dynamically allocated. It's just used as a member variable of script engine. Low risk, I think. Let's say medium risk here. Needs good looking and testing. Low risk. Low risk. Settings function missing a type. Number 10. Add missing value types. Yeah, this is low risk. Yeah. Or no risk. No risk. It's called symbol definition collisions. Medium risk until it's clear. Upgrade to C++. No risk. I think. Let me see. Upgrade. Yeah. Okay. Medium risk. No risk. Medium risk, medium risk, no risk, no risk, no risk, no risk, no risk, low risk, medium risk. Low risk. No risk. Low risk, low risk. Let me look at the iterator thingy here, this one. That's not so much. This one is safe. This one should be all right. Here, this needs good looking if this is proper here, but I think it is. Yeah, but it needs to be checked probably, yeah. Maybe put a breakpoint step through if it looks sane, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Only targets Ziga game. All individual fixing steps are separated into individual commits to ease review. Unclear if you would want to merge with Rewire Squash and merge into one big commit. Opinion. Medium risk, low risk, low risk, no risk, no risk. Or split this review into smaller chunks. Into smaller reviews. Split this pull into smaller pulls. Or split this pull into smaller pulls. If yes, split to what? Zero hour built on VS6. 0 hour built on VS 2022 C++ 17. Okay, I think that is, it's all right. I can put major label maybe, major. Make 0 game compile. Yeah, okay. Good. Then make a draft. The using solution would also work with VC6 and results in a much smaller diff as the code itself doesn't need to be altered. Let me see. Using. Oh. Huh. Huh. Okay. I will test that. Yeah. Copy. Copy. Create pull request. There we go. Okay. All right. It's up. People can already look. 278 files. Oof. 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 Yeah, that is quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, good luck reviewing that. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is manageable. When you go here on the commits, then you can click on the individual commits, and then it's easier to go through one by the next. So if it would load, maybe. Hello. Jesus. There we go. So here, if we click on here, then it should only show these types of fixes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. Then I think my work for this day is done. Yeah. Then yeah, I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.